here with the TK Sweets and Treats in the background, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. But of course, man, I see my man Step Five, aka one of the best DJs in the DMV area,
Okay.
talking about and another Lakers fan, a Laker fan, a Cowboy fan. I mean, it's
Dang.
it's a lot going on right now. But since you're here, bro, we're gonna talk about JJ Reddick becoming your new head coach. It's kind of funny that he went from starting his own podcast as a player to now doing a podcast with one of the best players in the league to now coaching one of the best players in the league. And of course, ESPN dropped it today. They said they couldn't get Dan Hurley, so we're gonna run it back. They said JJ Reddick is now the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. He agreed to a 4-year contract. And instantly, JJ got on the phone and started saying, "Hey, I got to look for a staff because I need some experience." So, Joe, we talked about it before. Everybody else thought about it. We talked about it when they reverted on what they said about JJ. Now we got to talk about the official signing. So, how you feeling?
I mean, so look, when you look at this, it looks like, yo, what happened? It looks like another Steve Nash situation. Steve Nash, no coaching experience, get co-signed by two superstars, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. And no matter, they're gonna hire the coach because those are your stars, right? The one thing about the NBA versus the NFL, NBA is a player first league than any other league probably in the world. So the players got a lot of the say so. So it looks like that from the outside looking in. JJ Redick, no experience in the NBA as far as being the coach. We talking about not just head coach, assistant coach. I mean, I don't even know if he's a shooting coach, all right? But I know he's a youth coach, but he has no college experience also. So only experience that we know is he's an NBA analyst. He's on ESPN calling the games, showing his knowledge. He's on the podcast with LeBron, right? And they showing his mindset as far as the game. He got his own podcast, Old Man the Thief, when he's breaking down the game. So he showcases his knowledge when it comes to coaching. All right. So from the outside looking in, it looks bad. It looks like, people might assume that it's not going to work, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to sit here and say it was a bad move because this could actually work out. And I think it all depends on LeBron James, really. It all depends on LeBron James. LeBron, I heard Carmelo Anthony say in the podcast, LeBron is not going to let anybody coach him that he feels as though he's smarter than. That's what Carmelo said. So if LeBron can humble himself and allow JJ be the coach, kind of like the Air Sports situation, allow JJ to be the coach, and allow in the Lakers allow JJ to go through some growing pains and not put all this pressure on him and treat him like Monty Williams in the Detroit Pistons after 1 year, or a Darvin Ham, put all this pressure on him, right? If the GM could give him the quality pieces for him to succeed, because JJ's gonna be under a lot of heat, pressure by the media. We know that, Tomo. A lot of pressure. So if he can withstand that and they can go through the smoke, because there's gonna be some smoke, then I feel like he can be a successful coach with the Lakers because he does have a great basketball mind. But it's going to take time, though.
See, the good thing about it is he's a former player and he kind of already knows how some of these players were being used and sometimes how being underused. So that right there works in his favor. The thing that is bad is, like you said, the media.
Mm-hmm.
The narrative was already there before he even took the job. While he was trying to do the broadcast for the finals, it was like, well, as soon as you did the podcast with LeBron, now you get the job with the Lakers. Now, the one thing that you said that could throw a wrench in this whole thing is LeBron James. Again, LeBron might not sign back. What if he goes somewhere else? Now JJ don't even have to deal with the pressure that everyone's saying, like, oh, they need to win now, because you already know what comes with LeBron James. When he comes to your team, it's win now mentality. When LeBron James comes to your team, if you were a former player or maybe a first round draft pick, you better have balled out the year before he got there, because he's definitely gonna find a way to get you out of there to get another player in there. Look at the Cavs.
Shout out to
They got,
Dion Waiters.
man, Dion, Andrew Wiggins, Anthony Bennett. Like Anthony Bennett, that was just a bust on their part. But with the Lakers, look what happened when he got there. He was like, look, I want to go get AD. Boom. The Lakers have already come out and said that this season is more so going to be AD centric. So they're trying to build around him, which is actually the smart thing to do, and which they should have done after they won the title. It's like, all right, LeBron, you got us the ring. Now let's get a team that can help you and AD out versus it being a team to just help you out and you pulling AD alone. Because that's how it's supposed to be. That's what LeBron wanted in Cleveland, right? He was like, hey, I'm trying to get the keys to Kyrie. Like, I'm good. And technically, I know why he said that, because you get a ball to Kyrie, you can come back. You can come back from a 1-3 series. Luka, not so much. Still got cookies on this one. But for JJ, I am going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I believe that at the end of the day, they picked him for a reason. It's up to him now. The ball's in his court, no pun. But one thing I want to address too is Rob Pelinka saying that he went out and did his research. So I had to let y'all know. I mean, Clip did come out and he watched the podcast. So he was just like, I'm going to watch all the episodes and I'm going to watch how this guy's portraying him on Clip. Sounds like a nice guy to me. Let's bring him in. Because nobody else wanted to be the coach for the Lakers at this point. They could have called still. They could have found Monty. I mean, anybody that actually was out there could have came there, but I don't think they picked up the phone. They had two people in mind. One said no. The other one said yes.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of San Gasol, if this don't work out, then it's gonna look bad because you have a guy like San Gasol who just joined the team and won a championship. A highly respected guy in the NBA, former NBA player, also assistant coach for like 13 years, 14 years, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if they don't work out, it's gonna be like, bro, what y'all doing? Y'all could have had this instead of that. So a lot of pressure on the Lakers. We thought they already had pressure because they were the Lakers, and they had LeBron James. Now they got JJ Reddick, the guy who's been criticizing all these coaches while being an analyst too.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Oh, a lot of coaches gonna come out. They got some words for him.
Doc Rivers? Oh my gosh. Them words he have with Doc Rivers?
Doc Rivers, his son. Wait till Austin Rivers.
Oh.
He can't wait to do NBA Live. He like, oh, word? NBA Today. He like, bro. So when you had this post out, why you ain't calling timeout then? Oh, they are going to be on your line, JJ. I'm telling you. Even if LeBron leaves, they just he gonna make it personal to just point out all your bad games.
Of course, because he went crazy on Doc Rivers. He went crazy on Doc Rivers. So
one more thing with pressure too. The Celtics just won. They just hung up a banner. You know that historical rivalry. Lakers need to try to get back.
And we gonna get them back. Mm-hmm. You gotta get them back.
Magic don't like that. I know he with the Commanders, but he don't like that.
Yeah, that's good, man. All right, so look, man, it's like these people know that if you're watching, this is not just a show. We have a network of shows, y'all. We got a bunch of shows that we got on the network. We